Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Danielle and I'm back with another video. Okay, and this one is really fun and special. I am pleased to announce, as you guys will have noticed, that I have been missing for several months. And so I have to have a good reason for being MIA, apart from it being summertime and being a crazy busy time. I was with the sickness. So I was busy with summer, but I was also busy being sick because I'm pregnant. Oh, I am 20 weeks pregnant. Yes, 20 weeks. By the time this video posts, it will be exactly 20 weeks, which is super exciting, which is the halfway mark, which would be like, what, 5 months? And I have taken so very long to share this wonderful, magnificent news with everybody. I've actually kind of been hiding. Like, I'm trying to fly under the radar, trying to, you know, wear fitted clothes. I'm really hoping that like my weight gain so prior to the pregnancy, I had already gained a whole bunch of weight. So I was kind of like, maybe my weight gain will camouflage actual pregnancy, belly starting to happen. And I'm almost at the point where you kind of can't camouflage it anymore. Or I could try, but people would think I'd have like a huge gut, which was really gross. So I guess out with the news, right? So I spent most of the summer, like the first 3 months, my first trimester, different from my previous pregnancy, a little sick, really just feeling sluggish and gross. And so I decided it made sense to not only not do any videos because I had no energy, but also because everybody's on summer vacation, just enjoy the summer and come back in September. Kind of like how, you know, kids go back to school. Let's get back into a video groove, you know, especially now that I have my energy back. Another reason why some people are like, well, 5 months, that's a long time for people not to know. A big reason why I didn't really want to go ahead and announce the pregnancy sooner. So with my first pregnancy, I had announced it about 3-4 months. This time around, waited much longer, or that extra month, because I had previous miscarriages. I had 2 miscarriages in the past year. And so with that comes obviously a lot of anxiety and fear. And I didn't want to. Okay, so first miscarriage, I went ahead and started telling people actually pretty early. Not too many, but I did tell a few, and then I miscarried. So I was really devastated, obviously so. And to have to tell them like, oh no, I'm not pregnant anymore, really sucked. So the reasoning, and then I had the second miscarriage where the second time around I didn't even bother telling anybody I was pregnant, and then I miscarried, so I didn't have to really, I kind of dealt with that, the grief myself within the family. And so this time around I was like, oh, my lips are sealed, because I wasn't trying to have that conversation. And I was like, I'll be safe? Like really safe? And you're never really safe, but I'm like, 20 weeks is pretty safe in terms of miscarriages. Now you fall into a whole other range of potential issues with stillbirth after that mark, but God is faithful and we are really optimistic for this pregnancy. So that is why I waited so long to share the news that family is expanding. And we're really excited. My son, who turned 4 this summer, is off to school, and that was a really emotional thing for me. You know, but we're sending one off and we're starting over with another one, so I'm excited. My husband is excited. I think we waited a really good, like I never wanted to have a second kid before my son was 2. So after he turned 2.5, and he was, because I breastfed until he was about 2.5 actually. So we were like, yeah, let's give ourselves 6 months. So around the 3-year mark, we're like, yeah, we're ready to try again. And you know, God's timing is perfect. He didn't want us to have it back in July. We're due in February. So I feel like it's a nice gap. My son's excited. He's really independent. So now it will actually, he'll be a little help when this new addition comes along. And that's about it. I guess you can stay tuned for like pregnancy updates. I don't think I'm going to be doing too many because this channel, it's a lifestyle channel, yes. So I'm sharing, you know, life through my lens with you, but it's not going to be solely about the whole pregnancy and mommyhood, but I will be doing updates. So stay tuned for those. And on that note, what was I going to say? Ooh, pregnancy brain. Jesus, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to be back. I don't know what's happening to me. This baby's chewing up all my memory space. Okay, I remember. And this is really just, I guess that's why I forgot, because it wasn't, it's something that came to mind as I was speaking, and that is the sensitivity around asking people when they're going to have a baby. Now, I mentioned I miscarried, and I know like ever since after I had my son, a lot of people had asked me, when are you guys gonna have the next one and whatever. And this was before we even had a plan of having a next one in the roster. But after I miscarried, it became like more of a sensitive issue, and it made me really aware. And that's why I personally don't really ask people personal things, because you don't know what they're going through. So I just want, like, this was an eye-opening experience for me, the miscarriage that is, in the sense of the miracle of life all in itself, that you can actually even have a child and bring a healthy child into the world, seeing as, you know, the potential of things that can go wrong. And so, you know, really recognizing that we're blessed to even have our son, and the sensitivity to the issues of other women and what they could be going through, or what families are going through, when you're sitting there and you're pounding it at them. Hey, when you have a baby, we're gonna have a baby. You guys are lazy. Why are you gonna have a baby? Oh, just one baby? Oh, I have 5 already. You know what? I don't care what you have. What does God want me to have? At the time, he wanted me to have just the one. And so here we are, about to have our second. Just a reminder, be sensitive. Think about it. You really don't know. Just when the person shows up with the next baby, you will see, you know, just let it flow. For more, I actually had posted a story on the CBC Parents website, which I'll link in the description box below, where I share a little bit about my miscarriage story, or what it's taught me about the miracle of life. So if you want to check that out, feel free to. If you feel that there's somebody that maybe should see this, or that might gain some encouragement from it, by all means, it's people helping people. So check that out. Anyways, of course, you guys are, as the title says, we're gonna do a DIY at home pregnancy test. So you're thinking, but you're already pregnant. Yeah, I know. But I noticed that you could actually do DIY home pregnancy tests, which I didn't try. I did the regular piano stick thing, but I'm thinking this could actually save somebody a lot of coins. And if I ever were to have more kids in the future, which I don't think I will, but you never know, it might be an alternative of things to try. And I thought it'd be really fun. And because I really am for sure pregnant, like, you know, we'll be able to see if there's actually effective tests to take. So I have my baby sis, who is going to be joining me, because she is obviously not pregnant. And we will compare, you know, apples and oranges. Like, is it effective? Is it reliable? And if it is, you'll be able to use it in the future. Okay, so stay tuned. We're gonna go into what we're gonna set up so that we can do this thing and come back to you lickety split.